If you've ever dealt with a narcissist, you know this truth. The moment you start setting boundaries, they start testing them. Because to a narcissist, boundaries aren't lines of respect. They're challenges to control. At first, it starts small. You say, "I don't like when you speak to me that way," and they laugh it off, saying you're too sensitive. You tell them you're busy, and suddenly they call 3 more times just to check in. You ask for space, and somehow they show up at your door. To them, a boundary isn't a request. It's an invitation to see how much they can get away with before you break. Narcissists need to test limits because control is their addiction. They thrive on power, and the only way to maintain it is to keep pushing, inch by inch, until you stop resisting. It's not about misunderstanding, it's about domination. They know exactly what they're doing. When you say no, they hear "convince me." When you say stop, they hear "try harder." When you try to walk away, they chase. Not because they love you, but because your independence threatens their ego. And the moment you give in, even once, they store that information like ammunition. Every boundary you bend becomes permission in their mind. That's why enforcing boundaries with a narcissist feels like a war. Because they don't respect rules, they study them, looking for loopholes. They'll use guilt, manipulation, pity, even fake vulnerability to pull you back in. "You've changed," they'll say. "You used to care." But what they really mean is you used to be easier to control. Here's the truth. Healthy people respect boundaries. Toxic ones test them. You're not wrong for wanting peace, space, or respect. You're not cold for saying no. And you're not selfish for choosing yourself. You're protecting your peace, something the narcissist will never give you willingly. So hold your line. When they test you, stay firm. You don't need to explain, defend, or justify your boundaries to anyone who keeps crossing them. The more consistent you are, the quicker they realize their old tricks don't work anymore. They'll get angry. They'll play victim. They'll try to provoke you into breaking your own rules. But remember this, their reaction doesn't mean you're wrong, it means your boundaries are working. Because to a narcissist, losing control feels like punishment, but to you it's freedom. Follow Toxic Tales, uncovered on TikTok and YouTube for more truth, healing, and real talk about surviving toxic love and reclaiming your power.